First day of school, and Jake made a bold move. He asked every girl in his class to say I love you to him.
愛してると言ってくれ。
Back in middle school, he was hooked on a radio show called Apollo. Not many people listened to it, so he often got to talk directly with a girl on the other end. Over time, he fell for her. Then one day, Apollo suddenly announced it was going off the air. Jake couldn't accept it. He thought back to their conversations. He figured out she was around his age and lived in the same city. Plus, she once mentioned she'd go to a girls' high school where you could see the ocean. Based on those clues, only Maple Girls Academy fit the description. And guess what? That school was about to merge with the neighboring boys' high school. So he gave up his chance at a top-tier school and applied here instead. On merger day, he asked the girls in his class for a favor.
愛してると言ってくれ。
Dropping such a crazy request right after merging, he risked scaring every girl away for good. But luckily, he's got that rich heir status going for him. After class, some girls came over to chat, but after listening closely, none of them had the voice he was looking for. He'd walk past other classrooms, listening carefully. Every time he ruled someone out, he'd jot it down.
愛してる。
A sudden voice behind him made him jump. By the time she walked away, he remembered he needed to hit the bathroom. At lunch, he thought about that girl's voice. It felt so familiar, too familiar. Then the school broadcast came on. He remembered Apollo once said she wanted a career related to voices. The school broadcast station would be the perfect training ground, so he rushed to the broadcasting club. He opened the door and found 4 gorgeous girls inside. One of them was the girl who spoke to him earlier, but to his shock, the other 3 sounded a lot like Apollo too. Now he was completely lost. He had to ask directly, who used to be on Apollo radio? No one answered. Then it hit him, Apollo deleted all her info. She must be hiding her identity. But he was sure she was one of these 4. To spend more time with them, he decided to join the broadcasting club. He even offered to replace all their old equipment. Raka, the club president, agreed. And as thanks, they gave him a little gift.
愛してるよ。山吹くん。
急に何するんだ。
だってこれ言って欲しがってたじゃん。ほんとキモ。僕ちょっとドキドキした。
そうだ。昼食がまだなので失礼する。
Next time he showed up, only Yuzuki was there. Perfect chance to really listen to her voice. Aside from a few tricky sounds she stumbled on, her normal speaking voice sounded just like the one on the radio. Later, he ran into Nene in the hallway. She loved the exact same manga Apollo liked, and when she imitated characters from it, she sounded exactly like Apollo too. He found chances to observe the other 2 as well. All 4 sounded like Apollo in some way, but each had their flaws. Raka wanted to be a singer, but was hardly ever around. Yuzuki wanted to be a tuber, but couldn't even pronounce certain words right. Nene wanted to be a voice actress, but didn't even know some basic characters. Seeing how unfocused the club was, he wondered if they'd forgotten their promises. Since he couldn't figure out who Apollo was, he'd help all 4 achieve their dreams. He announced over the school broadcast that he'd make sure each of them found their path.